Hello everyone, you're welcome to another exciting edition of the G-Script, where we talk realities every day, all day. My name is The Justice and I'm your host for today. Our topic is very, very, very interesting. Our topic for today is in finance, investment, and savings. And of course, I'm not here alone. I have here with me.
Mildred Dokubo.
Yes, and we also have a guest in the house. But before I let him introduce himself, he's into real estate. He's also a consultant and an expert when it comes to real estate and investment. So I would like you to introduce yourself. First of all, start with your name, what you do.
Okay, my name is Cornelius Nte Iro Blessing, popularly known as the Africa Landlord. I help people make money off their land and make land off their money. That's simple.
I like what I Okay, so when you were talking, you talked about money,
Yes.
land.
Yes.
So, and of course, when as a rivers man, when I hear land, it piques my interest. And you talked about money, okay, which brings us back to finance.
Yes, of course.
So, I believe that before somebody can get a land or make money from their land, the person needs to own a land first. Of course. And some people do not have properties that were maybe their father gave them inherited. Some people bought.
Yes, of course.
That brings us to money. So money is important. You need to first of all have a land.
Money is a vital, integral part of the whole thing.
As well, and everybody needs money. And finance, to me, I would say finance has to do with money, the big M. And whether you like it or not, money is very important. Money is something that everybody needs. And believe me, some people say, money is hard. But I believe that if you have a good saving plan that is healthy, you and an investment, it will be easier for you to get money,
of course, and
use money wisely. So that brings us to investment.
Of course.
Now this play I wait for, but when it comes for investment, we don't go through. So Mildred, for you, have you tried to invest your money somewhere, and how did it turn out?
Yes, I have several times, and the one that really got me angry, where I said I'm not going to invest my money in anything that I really cannot see and touch, I wouldn't do it, was I think 2 years back. Yes, I wasn't even feeling very well at the time. So someone brought an investment idea,
package.
to me and all of that. And I looked at it. It was really good with all that the person said, So I said, okay.
What kind of investment was that?
Where you put in your money, like you're lending to a group of persons doing business. So in the end, they give returns and all of that.
Like
so you make
or something?
Not really a cow. As a, when someone tells you, okay, borrow me money. Let me do, yes. Then when I make profit, yes. Then when we make profit, we're going to give you something. Yes. And so I gave in the money. In fact, I had to tell someone else to. I was like, this is really, really beautiful. Yes, I referred to someone.
Something you've not tried.
I had not tried it, but it was too good to be true, what I heard. And the person who told me about it is someone I really, really trusted and still trust, though, because when it failed, I realized it wasn't the person's fault. We were all scammed. Right,
including the person,
and the person even gave in much more than I did.
So
my money was big too. Yes, my money was big, and the person's was even bigger. And then the other person I brought also brought something, huge and all of that. So when I something started telling me at some point, because they told me,
not the Holy Spirit.
Maybe it's the Holy Spirit. You know what happened? They told me, they said,
something would always tell you.
Because they told me, they said, whenever you need your money back, whenever you don't want to invest again, you don't want to give us money again, we'll give you back your money and the profit so far made. So something else told me, I said, okay, at first I said I'll leave the money for 1 month. But something told me, try to take out your money back in 6 days and see what happens. Almost since then till today, I'm trying to take my money back.
Please, I want to know how much are we talking about? Is it up to 10 million?
Jesus.
No,
it's not.
Because I'm wondering how you're able to do the show.
It's not up to, but it's hundreds of thousands.
Okay,
But it's not
I've also had an experience like this. my own, I believe money has to do with value, not necessarily amount.
It is
For-
what it is. Yeah.
Yes. For example, somebody can bring 10 million and they have over 100 million.
Yeah.
Of course.
And somebody can bring 200,000 and all they have is 250,000.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it is more value for
Value,
that
yeah.
person. So me, I brought my money. My own is that I just wanted, then I was working and I was earning monthly. I was somebody that was earning money monthly as months end.
Yeah,
I will
you
receive
take
salary earner.
Of course.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm too ambitious. So I wanted something I will be doing and I don't need to wait for the month to end.
Some residual
Yes,
income.
before something will be coming. So somebody now talked to me into one or two things. Mine is I was being ignorant because I just wanted to put my money somewhere.
Mm.
So I gathered my money, took some of the ones I can take from friends, colleagues, people that I talk to. I can just lend me one or two things with the assurance that
And the passion in you.
I wanted to invest my money and I was convinced that this money would come back in folds.
Mm.
So I invested in this, what do they call it? So the person said he was trading online.
Forex.
So when he trade, they will do this. He was trading in dollars. So in my mind, I was like, because I didn't really have so much information about it. In my mind, I said, okay, somebody they trade in dollars. Even if he lose money, by the time convert them to naira, my money suppose.
Of course.
And they told me how they are very careful, how they, man, no, let me just don't boil the quick story. So
I don't want to become emotional.
I put the money on
Yeah.
what you call my hard-earned money with others. So at the end of the day, I was able to take, they were supposed to be giving me something monthly. And the unique part was that I didn't want to discuss it with everybody because I had a plan that when that thing will land, people will come, they wonder.
You want to blow.
You know the
one
normal
shot or
Nigeria,
some
they
shot.
shock
Yes.
people, make them they wonder.
Nah,
what
nah,
they
you
are.
can't dey shocked.
I not just they shocked, I was surprised. I took the first one
Hey.
and it was looking like it was real. So when I took that first one, I also told other persons. One of my cousin sisters say, okay, collect the second one.
Mm.
Then I go really dey
Interested.
Convinced.
interested.
I'll
I
be
go dey
convinced.
convinced say this thing is actually working
It's
and it's real. So
And that you are collecting it monthly.
monthly. There are people taking weekly,
Mm.
but I say no, monthly first, because the money I brought actually cannot be for weekly. It has to be for monthly.
Okay, okay.
I go collect the money. To cut the long story short, boss, till today, that second one, I never collect that. It's just like they took half of my money, like a little bit from the money I gave, and gave me for the first month.
Your reward is in
Okay,
heaven.
like 10% of
Yes.
what you gave
So
was
why we're sharing all these stories to let you know before you started what you're doing now, have you like us, like an average person, try to invest your finance after saving it? You try to invest it. How did it go for you? Then now that you're into what you're doing, where's the best place you would advise people to throw their money in and invest?
First of all, that's a broad question.
Okay,
You can't answer that question at a sitting.
I see.
That's the truth.
But just try help us.
There are
for
different types of investments.
Okay.
We have capital gains investment. And we have cash flow investment.
All right. So I would like you to break down.
Yes. So, but we'll try as much as possible to stay within the confinement of what we're discussing, right?
Okay.
So that people can
Yeah,
flow.
100%.
Then
Yeah.
if we need more time, we
We
can
hit
do
it.
that.
I don't
Now-
feel like anything will get back.
Now, when we talk about investment, your knowledge about a given industry or sector becomes your guiding principle when investing. The problem we have is that we have people who want to make money, but they don't want to learn the ethics and the rules of money. So you have people who have passion and the zeal to do investment, but they don't want to learn investment. But when you learn investment first, just like any other thing you do in life,
Okay.
you want to play football, you will learn how to play football first.
Okay.
You want to sing, you will go to school, go learn how to sing. People want to invest, but they don't want to learn investment. Now, when we talk about the two types of investment, which is capital gains and cash flow investment,
Yeah.
this whole thing is tied to your age. Everybody, according to your age, you have your tolerance level to risk.
Okay.
That risk where you take now, now that time, you get when you go take that risk, when you know if you recover.
Yes.
You know, but it gets there's this age you get to where, okay, let's say you have 3 kids in the house. You have rent to pay.
It's not wise.
Your wife is heavy. And then you are using your salary to do that thing.
No.
So now our advice for people is that study a given sector, an industry, before you invest. Now, coming back to the types of investment, when we talk about cash flow investment, we're talking about having an asset, holding on to it, and making residual income from it over time.
Okay.
Could be short term, could be long term. Now, if we talk about this asset, what kind of asset do you want to invest in? Are you building a shop to hold?
Okay.
And somebody will be selling for you? Are you opening a barbering salon? Are you opening an event center, a fashion house? Are you opening a boutique? These are cash flow investments.
Okay.
Then when we talk about capital gains investment, is that you will have to sell off your assets and make money from it. It is one thing to make money, to keep money and to multiply money. People have to learn it first before. So the mistake all of us we have made that are seated here now is that at some point we have attempted to invest in something we have no knowledge of. And then when you cannot control up to 60% of an investment, it's not a good investment for you.
Wonderful. You know what? One of the things I indeed knowledge is power.
Knowledge,
You see, before then what we wanted was a working process. You don't collect, yes. You don't collect, yes. Okay. That's
and
how
all of these things, they work with algorithms.
When you say algorithms, please.
Okay, they work with algorithms. It's like saying we're going to collect 10 naira from this person, 10 naira from this person, and then we're going to be paying these people 1 naira, meaning that it's going to take us 10 months to exhaust this 10 naira that we've taken from them. So now, before the end of that 10 months, we must have gotten 3 other persons who put their money, and then we'll be paying. And then there's a constant of how much we need to be running a particular business that we hope that in the future is going to sustain this pyramid.
Okay.
But over time, the algorithm breaks because looking at the population of the people we have and how many persons can afford this thing we're doing and how many persons will be interested. At some point, if we have 1 million persons in Rivers State, only 500 persons can afford this, and only 300 persons will be interested. So the moment we hit that 300, the algorithm breaks. We can't pay again. That's how this works.
Okay.
Nice. See?
So sorry, I have a question. You made mention of
this girl don't go to ask.
You made mention of
I
capital
hope this is not
gains.
money therapy session.
No, you know why? Because many persons have suffered this.
Yeah.
In fact, at some point I told myself that instead of me to do investment, I would rather do buying and selling like on a daily basis, right? Where I have control.
That's the capital gains investment.
Exactly, that's where my question, lies. So I would like to ask, capital gains investment, is it the one that happens? No, sorry, cash flow and capital.
Yes.
I think cash flow is the one that could happen daily. Am I correct? The one that you get almost immediately.
No, cash. The difference is in the holding on to the asset and in the letting go of the asset.
Okay.
Let's take, for example, now. Let's say you buy a welding machine and you decide we'll be using this machine to weld. We'll be renting it out. We'll be hiring it out and then we'll be getting money.
Okay.
This is cash flow.
Oh, okay.
You are still holding on to that asset.
But it's bringing money for you.
But when we say capital gains is I bought this machine, I'm selling it off. You no longer own it.
Okay.
Give me my money, give me my profits. I'm fine. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, depending on which one you want to venture into, it's going to now direct the amount of information you need in that particular field. It is Africa that we want to get into something and we don't want to study it. We don't want to understand how this thing works. Our own is take, give me,
Just give me
and
that
agreed. Because if you want to learn anything, it takes time. So what is your question now?
Okay, so in other words, is if I want to invest my money into something or somewhere, I shouldn't just hear people say, this thing is working or it worked for me and I go put my money in it. I should take time to study, ask questions, learn about it, know if truly it's workable or not, I guess.
Have you realized that most of these investment platforms, when you ask questions, they get offended?
Oh, so that's one way to know the scammers.
Have you realized that? when you say, explain to me how this thing works, they say, oh, God, that one they talk now, plenty talk. If you're ready to do business, you do business.
Some
You're
that
ready.
some that tries to answer your questions, they are not really patient enough.
Yes. Because
They don't
most
even
of
go
them
straight.
don't even understand how these things work.
Okay.
It's an algorithm.
Okay. So quickly, I will just, before I let you, it's obvious that we need to hear more. Okay, I'd like you to your area where you're into real estate, buildings and all that. I think it's more convenient for you. If I want to invest in real estate, let's say, first of all, what's the name of your company? How do you people do your investment plan if you have something like that? I'd just like you to throw more light on that.
I'd rather prefer that we talk about investment holistically.
Okay.
Yes.
But
I'm
you're
not-
into
I'm not-
real estate.
Yes, I am, of course. I am into
But
real
if you
estate.
invest for real estate, now what I want to know. Because
No.
that way they see the building, just like she said, there's something she can see
Tangible
and
asset.
touch.
Mm.
And they see the building. I know where on the estate they see on our buildings they go up and all that. And I'm investing my money so I can drive past and say, okay, see that place. Now where this land there, now where this thing there. That's what I want.
Okay, in the real estate industry, there are different types of investment in real estate.
Whoa.
Good. Just like the way we have capital gains and we have cash flow investments, there's something called land banking.
Okay.
You buy a land in an already developed place. You hold it for a while with hopes that it's going to increase in value over time. You sell it, get return on investment. There's something called land retailing. Land retailing, you buy land in bulk. So you buy 100 plots. You buy it 1 naira. You sell it 1 plots for 3 naira. You make 200% return on investment over a period of time. There's something called fractional land retailing.
Okay.
Say, only me no go fit buy this 100 plots. Let us come together. Let's buy this 100
So in
plots.
this coming together,
Yes,
since only you know go fit buy them
Yes,
now,
of
you're
course.
bringing other people
of course.
in.
Yes.
So can I come as an individual and say, okay, I'm not into real estate,
Yeah,
but you want to buy land in bulk, so I'm putting this amount.
of course.
Then when am I getting this or something extra on top of it?
But like I said from the beginning of this conversation, your knowledge of how that works will become your guiding principle when
Okay.
investing in real estate. For example, there are different types of pricing in real estate. We have the cost price, we have the asking price, and we have the selling price. If you are investing in real estate with a real estate company and you are investing at the selling price, it
Okay.
is almost impossible for you to make return on investment.
Okay.
Let's say the cost price is what the real estate company is buying this from the family. The real estate company is buying these lands for 1 naira.
Okay.
And the minimum they can sell to make profit is 2 naira. But for them to be able to make good profit, they will sell it at 3 naira. Are you following me?
Yes, yes.
So now the 1 naira becomes the cost price.
I see.
The 2 naira becomes the asking price.
Asking price. Oh, I
Okay.
get you.
Then, the selling price,
Price.
rather.
Selling.
The selling price. Then this one, the 3 naira, becomes the asking price. That is, no matter how much we negotiate,
Shit.
let's not come below 2 naira.
2 naira.
So if you are investing with that real estate company and you are buying that land at 3 naira, are you listening to me? That is when you discover that I don't buy land from these people. They say they will give me 50% return on investment at the end of 1 year. Till today, I never hear anything. Are you listening to me?
I see.
But if you are buying it at the cost price, then it means that there is allowance for them to be able to sell
and-
make 200% return on investment,
and
and give you
50.
50%. Your
Okay.
50%. So that is why people are getting it wrong.
Okay.
You now hope that this real estate company will buy this land and buying it from them at 3 naira. They never fit sell their own finish. They'll come tell you, say, we go sell your own. Give you. You understand it?
I understand it.
Yes.
And what I really understand so far is that when you want to invest, because now we've talked about finance, having the money there, and want to invest. You don't get money, save and reach a certain amount. Now you want to invest. You have to, first of all, just like you said, get so much information from whatever you want to invest in.
Of
So
course.
even when they are talking,
Of
you're also
course.
having questions
Of
that
course.
they know that, okay, this person is in for. So first of all, after you have saved, after you've earned money, which is the finance,
Yes.
you've saved,
Yes.
find out more about what you
About
want
that thing you want to
invest.
step into. It's important.
You don't see why they drop their money.
Yes,
So-
it's very important.
So now, when you now know the risks and how to manage the risks
yeah.
and all that. Okay, so I get this point now. One place again I want you to throw a little light is that.
But do you know that
Uh,
you need to understand what money is?
now, what I want to ask you,
Okay.
because you made mention that I remember when you said money behind the scene. You asked me what finance was.
Yes.
So I know that you would have your own view and all that. I told you what it means for me.
Yeah.
So to you, I'd like to know that and why you think that way.
Now, when we talk about investment in general, your end goal, your vision for your money will determine the kind of investment you step into.
I see.
We say money is amoral. It takes on the nature of the
Yeah.
owner.
Yeah.
Money in the hand of a drug lord is drug money.
Yes.
Money in the hand of a gospel guy, a Christian, is gospel money. It's
Gospel
for
money,
gospel
or a
things.
person, or a money.
Yes, everything,
Yeah.
anything. So now your investment goals will direct your path through investment. You cannot tell a young guy like you did when you started that is just receiving salary to pull out his salary and put it in investment. Investment has to do with your sanity.
Okay.
The moment your sanity is not in place, your decision-making process becomes distorted. So you begin to make the wrong decisions when it comes to investment. So the first thing is to work on yourself,
First of all.
first of all. Working on yourself means that you have to put your greed level in check. You understand? The reason why Nigerians are scammed most of the times is because of our greed.
One
It's not what they told us.
yes, even us we are
It's
getting
our
at the
greed.
point, yes.
I want to put 1 million and make 10 million in 3 months.
Because we don't even want to know what the person will pass through. Anything like pass through, it concern me.
That's what you said when we started this show. You remember?
I wanted that.
But why would you say it's because of greed? Because I believe that if I'm investing my money, it's because I want to make profit, right?
Of course.
So if you're now telling me that, okay, if you invest 10 naira, in 6 months, you'll be able to make 15, 20 naira. And I see reasons with you, like, okay, why I should invest.
I don't put my 10 naira, I can't wait for 6 months. Okay.
No,
Would you
let's
call
see.
that
Yeah,
greed?
for what?
Because I feel that it's business. I'm doing this business to make profit. So if the reason I'm doing it is for profit and you're telling me I can make profit out of that and I give you my money, is that called greed?
Okay, now I want to ask you a simple question before we continue this.
I want to ask you.
Simple question. There are factors we look out for before investing, especially in an economy like this.
Okay. Now, currently
Yes,
now, yeah.
the economic situation now. There
Yeah.
are factors we look out for. If you tell me that you're going to import something that is 5 million naira and you'll be selling it for 10 million naira in River State, how many persons can afford it? How many persons will be interested? Before a business can thrive, it's either you have a curative cure,
Cure,
meaning
yes.
that business, everybody needs it,
It's something everybody
or you are the
needs.
cheapest,
Okay.
or you have flair for ads. Now you there everywhere, publicity, now you get up. Before a business can thrive.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, what we're talking about is before a business will promise you 50% return on investment annually, there are factors you have to consider. They are called beta factors. The demographics of the place
Okay.
is an integral factor to consider.
Yes.
How many persons they here?
For the environment.
If you say you want to sell power bank for inside GRA, how many persons need that? They get
it,
light
yeah.
steady. If they enter their car, then they charge their phone there. So if you say, let us bring 10 million, let us bring in power bank, we are selling it to this place. You now, that is the person that is investing, if you understudy the business, you'll be able to say,
You know that.
no, this thing is not feasible.
Yeah.
But what we have is that our people, especially Nigerians, our people, will just say, they say that thing they pay, it go pay. I've been to presentations with some good consultants, and the moment you tell them, this business we're about to do is going to give us 35% return on investment annually, they look at you and they say, okay, prove to me how feasible is this? This will not work. The best this business can do is 15% annually. Because we have average case scenario, we have worst case scenario, we have best case scenario. So when they meter this thing you are talking about with worst case scenario, that's what they work with.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, let us imagine that out of
worst.
100 persons, now only 2 persons buy am. This is where it will fall to. Best case scenario, let's imagine that 100 persons bought it. Now, if you study these businesses very well, and you look at the worst case scenario, you realize that if somebody promises you 10% return on investment every month, you will ask yourself within 30 days, nah, this thing will not work. Don't worry.
You know what I now understand from what you said. I think you were able to hit this point easily because you yourself, you're consistent. And of course, investment on its own, now your thing. Now, when we were saying that Nigeria say they pay, when you started to do your breakdown, the worst scenario and all that, it now brought me to my own angle as an entertainer.
Yeah.
When I want to do my events and I want to market my tickets, I first of all look at my audience. How much did this person fee afford?
Yeah,
but I don't do that when I want to invest in another field.
That's the greedy part of you.
No, it's not greedy. You know why? I'm not informed about that.
Yes.
So I think from what you've taught me now, it's better to invest in something you're already familiar
Of
with.
course,
Or if you want
course.
to go somewhere else, learn about that one.
Yes.
Because when you talk about Nigeria, I say, this thing I dey do when I want to do my marketing and all that. I'm not, if you tell me, are you a marketer, I'll say no. But I know that when it comes to my feed, I'm the market. So I look at all those things. That's why I say, okay, let's imagine that this event, people no come.
No come at all.
I know say 8-7 of my friends go buy.
No come.
So that's how much you like get. But when I want to go invest for, make I say maybe your real estate, I don't want all those information.
Yes.
I just want to put my
Just
money.
give me.
So I was able to learn that. First of all, you need to learn about what you want to invest your money in. And investment is not just what you want to do.
It's not an emotional game.
Yes.
It's not emotional. It's not, I feel like. Look at data.
Oh.
It's important. It's not feeling. It's not the
Statistics.
My classmates, friends, uncles, cousin told me about it. And so, no, you need to
Mitra, for
understand.
Well, for me, I would love to ask a question
Okay.
still, yes. Because I would like to ask, at what point should someone say that they are ready to invest their money? And if I'm saving my money, how wise can it be for me to save and for me to invest maybe 80% of my money, 90%? Because I've heard people say that sometimes you have to take the risk. I've even heard someone say that you can invest 100% of your money. And I say, no, you should have something to,
question?
you know.
What is your Nigerians and money? What is your question?
So please leave me alone. So at what point, if I have saved 100,000 naira for an instance, at what point should I say, okay, now I'm ready to make investment? And would you say that I can save all of my money, or there's a particular percentage I should save out of every 100,000 naira? So
Okay, so if I get your question well, is the right time to invest?
Yes.
right time to invest, and like
the
how
things to
much?
look out for.
Yes, how
Because
much percentage
how much
should I
percentage
invest
should I invest?
from all that I have?
Okay. Okay, like I said your risk tolerance level
Yeah.
becomes a guiding principle when investing. First off, every human being needs a cushion base. A cushion base that enables an helicopter factor.
Okay.
This is what it means. When we say cushion base now, you don't climb, go somewhere, you fall. May foam dey ground where you go fall on top.
At all.
If you commot the foam, commot everything, they climb,
Break.
you can't fall. Even
break
spinal
your-
cord no dey to use climb
Yes,
again.
yes.
That is how
Yeah,
investment is. So when you want to invest, if you ask me, depending on your risk tolerance, because if you have so much at hand that you're handling, you cannot pull out all your funds. That's why we say real estate investment and for people where they're comfortable to a certain level. You know, just wake up, say, then they pay you salary 100,000 every month. You just say, don't pull out 80,000, say they do real estate investment. It's not like that.
Yeah.
A lot of persons will give you the sweet thing, sweet talk. They will talk you into it. It's not like that. It's a game of patience. It's a game of determination. You have to be ready to stay in the game. The way the profit carry heavy, that's how the loss carry heavy.
That's
Yes.
Sometimes you could lose.
So can you have that cushion base? You understand? You can buy a land and you have done all the due diligence on the property and everything is okay. But later, you hear that somebody went there to farm. Some boys from another community went to try to steal something, and the person fought against it, and they killed the person, and they don't keep person for the land. Nobody entered there again.
That is not from your land.
Why?
You don't enter court case.
Out of nature can happen.
Okay, so I know that this, just like you said, this.
But from what you asked, so I think when you juxtapose the level of responsibility, personal responsibilities you have for yourself, and as against how much you make for yourself, and kind of push that into the future and see what all of this will turn out to be in the future. If it turns out to be a worst case scenario, let's say you are working a job of 300,000 a month, and you have children at home, and you're paying salary, you're paying school fees for your kids, you're paying house rent and all of that. And if I've saved 1 million naira over a period of 4 months or so, and I pull it out and I put it in an investment, and let's say I lose the job, will this investment be able to sustain all of this?
Wow.
So now that becomes a way, when you think about it that way, you're able to make sure you have a cushion base. Let's say I lose the job. Let me bounce back to something.
The worst.
That's the worst case
scenario. Okay, consultant. I said, as they talk, I did like say, I will consult you for something. Okay, it has been a wonderful. I know most of you out there, you will say part two. I believe that there will be a part 2. And it's G-Script. Don't forget to like, of course, share, and follow us on Axis TV on YouTube. Axis TV is spelled AXXIS TV. And also, please comment, drop your comments. You've been hearing all our consultants have been saying. You've been heard what Aden you scam me, dread. Drop your comment and all that.
On YouTube.
You understand? Scam me, my own greed follow. So drop your comment. We'd like to hear from you, like feedback. How many of you want him to come back and explain more, especially on the real estate and all that? Please drop your comment. We would like to hear from you. Turn off your notifications. It's Axis TV. My name is Justice. This is G-Script. Mildred.
Of course. My name is Mildred. So far, I've learned now how to invest right or properly, right? I don't need to jump into, because people are saying that it's working out something. I should study it. I should school for it, if possible. Make my underground findings. And of course, do my, there's something you call
Think about the worst.
Think about the worst case scenario before you delve into it. Yeah.
Okay, just see you next time. Don't forget to
All right.
also like and share. My name is Justice. God bless you.